All right. I guess I decided to make like a little recording considering the day that it is. It's not really gonna have, well, I don't intend for it to have any edits or any sort of quality assurances. I just wanna have like a video that I talk and shit about and stuff like that. It's nothing serious. It's one of those where it's like I could either play the game or I can play the game and talk and vibe with what's on my mind and stuff like that. And considering it has been another year on this mortal coil that we call Earth, but people want to call it the world and stuff like that. Yeah, feel kind of good. Feel kind of good. I don't think I have. Okay, cool. I don't have my filters and anything on, so that'll be the only sort of editing I do with this. Yeah, and also they gave me like a little birthday thingamajig for the second year. The first year they give you a. Let me go to the menu real quick. So they give you this cake thing. I mean, they kind of have the same name to it. It's just the description is even longer. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what my premise is with this video. I don't think it really needs one, if I'm going to be completely honest. Yeah, I'm 26 now, and I'm still trying to get a grasp on life. But I think that's pretty much everyone this day and age, to be honest. Nobody has it figured out. Nobody expects anybody else to have it figured out. If they do expect people to have it figured out, they need a reality check. But yeah, I did all the quests and stuff. Yeah, just roam around. Considering it has been like a year since Genshin has been out, where all of this was like the main place to be at. Here, all of here, and all of this massive ass world that used to not have all these icons and symbols like the star, the exclamation point, the fish hook, and all that stuff, man. Hell, even this, all of this used to just be blank, low poly, you know? It feels good. Like this was, matter of fact, let me look it up on the map. Yeah, all the dragon spine. Yeah, all of what is over there used to just be a really crappy, low poly looking thing. Yeah, it's crazy. It's been like a year and some change since Genshin's been out. One game that really made me feel the whole gotcha systems and stuff of that sorts, where, you know, it's an open world game, but it don't really have the means of what it takes to be an actual open world game. They wanted to go off the Breath of the Wild aesthetic, especially as far as like advertisements go, just to pull a fast one and be like, oh yeah, we're also going to be, you know, on your cell phones. And then that got like a whole bunch of casual people that's like, wow, that's fucking amazing, which, you know, I was a part of that, you know, part of piece of that pie. Yeah, Celestia off in the distance, which I could have sworn it was more not close looking. Don't know if that's a thing. Maybe a little game theory. Just assume that maybe with every update, Celestia gets closer and closer, or we get closer to Celestia. And stuff like that, you know. I wish I could kind of like get rid of the UI just to play without all this stuff and the schematics and stuff, just to really enjoy the grasp of the game without it, and just enjoy the visuals overall, because this game definitely is visually impressive, especially if you have a beefy enough phone. You can have all these same, well, I'll say similar visuals. Might be kind of a downgrade compared to the PC version that I'm playing on now, but yeah, the very start from Genshin, where you stand up on here, you see this sit prompt, you sit, you get that achievement. Yeah, feels good, definitely does. And even from here, it's like you can see those trees off in the mountains. Not those trees, but like very, very in the distance, those trees. And then you have like that tiny speck of a floating piece of land that lets you know that that's all in the region of Leeway. Yeah, man. I don't know. I just felt like reminiscing on Genshin of all places. And now, okay, it's kind of hard to see, but if I look this way, you can see that blue light. That's, if I go this way, it kind of like doesn't show itself. And then now it shows, you know, that flickering light. Yeah, that's the shrine. That's all the way in Inazuma, the place that everyone kept talking about. Oh, we're gonna get to Inazuma, and then it's like based off of leaks and stuff where everyone's like, yo, what the fuck is Inazuma? Oh, it's like the Japan and stuff. Like, oh my gosh, it's a whole different continent, even though it's really just islands. But yeah, we got that after I think it was 1.7, then it's like, oh, 2.0. Like, whoa, they just really came out full force. And then all we got was like 3 little islands. I think 3 islands. I don't remember. I mean, to me, it was underwhelming, but it still felt fresh. It still had that feeling of when you first play Genshin and you don't know what you're doing. You don't know what to expect. You're just going at it. And I can at least say the beta felt good for me, since I was part of the beta, that it gave me that good grasp of what I'm going to expect. But then when the game finally released, it's like the only thing different that I noticed was the fact that you have a little plunging attack, so you know, stop you from taking fall damage, which everybody would use. Let's go to Leeway. Yeah, so in Leeway, maybe, you know what, no, let me go up here, since I managed to do all of the stuff you needed to do to go up to the very highest point in the game. If I remember, this is the highest point in the game. If I try to not fall this time, it's like, this is really a beautiful ass game. You can change characters. I want to get to the very top.
A walk would be nice.
Give me a moment to compose myself.
The campaign begins.
Just what will we come across this time?
Yeah, I feel like that works. You know, you have the 3 Archons we've met so far, and then the Traveler.
Crumble.
Granted, I still feel like they could have did more with Raiden Shogun, but that's just me. Yeah, like, just look at this, man. This good old sunrise, even though it's pretty damn blinding. It's like, this is what Genshin gave us, you know? Granted, from up here, it's very cloudy, foggy, even though I could deal with some actual volumetric clouds, like how they said the PS5 version was getting, but, you know, that's just a small gripe. Yeah, this really is a beautiful ass game. It really is. Since it's like the main game, didn't mean to do that. And since it's like the main game I've been playing for like a good while now, you know, considering, you know, log in for your daily rewards and stuff like that. So it was a new, unique feel for going into a game where games wouldn't really require you to do that. And then you see other game franchises kind of go for that same aesthetic. I know when I would play Assassin's Creed Valhalla, it's like, hey, log in every day and then do this task, and it's just, it didn't feel as good as how it did for Genshin, you know. And games trying to copy that type of feel, it's like, it just doesn't work. Like, if you're going to be an open world game, be an open world game. I mean, Genshin is an open world game, but like, in its heart, it's still a gacha game. It still is. It doesn't have that open world type of planning where, hey, you see these events that we get all the time or whatever that are temporary and we only get like for a few days. Yeah, those are getting cut off. It's just, Genshin really has some good events. It's sad, actually, you know. And even right now, you can see Inazuma right there until you turn the camera and then it goes away. I hope they fix that. I really do. Because being able to see the Inazuma shrine just shining its eternal light, which is kind of like the whole premise of what A was trying to do, it feels good. And then you're coming down, sailing, gliding with your limited stamina as you go in, well, basically swimming through the clouds. That one filtered texture line of the clouds. And then you see all of what the land has to give you, all that you can climb to your heart's content. The greenery, the scenery, the landscape, the mountains, the village trail camps, whatever man-made landscapes. My stamina, you know, definitely taking a hit. Yeah. I do miss the wonder that you got when you first played this game. Like the feeling of exploring everything. Like just seeing that pillar of light in the sky because it's the statue of the seven, and then you're seeing, you know, you're up there and you're like, oh, I need to go to this part of the mountain to angle up the cranes and make sure I can go to that highest point in the game. And then you get the achievement and you're just like, yeah, you got it. And you have like 3 chests. You feel good. You can come up to places like this, kill this bird if you're lucky and fast enough, and then it flies away and you're like, darn. But if you're like Vinci, you can just kill it, or you miss because you suck. But you see that the 3 arrows are still going and going and going. They don't despawn. They don't despawn. They actually hit the ground, you know? Even in Genshin videos, you'll have people just shooting away, shooting spastically just to, I guess, go somewhere in this direction, like right here or something. And then they make it so that they're like, all right, cool, where is it at? Well, I clearly can't find. Oh, see, look at that. Look at that. That feels good. You know, it might have been for a split second because I kind of didn't know where they were at, but knowing that your arrows do hit something, they don't just despawn. Games now, it's like, all right, we gotta make sure the resources aren't too hard for everyone, and we're just gonna go the bare minimum. This game doesn't go the bare minimum, but because it is a game that requires a different variety of platforms, consoles and PC players, yeah, we got it good. But we also have it bad because of the mobile side of things. I mean, the game's like 15 gigabytes for the mobile side. Like, if they can't play the game, then that's somehow a large player base. Well, at least as far as China is concerned, to be honest, because the way their limitations and their government goes about things, how they try to limit and control people's amount of gaming and all that stuff, like playing 1 hour a day, it's sad. It's like, it shouldn't be that way, you know? This game just being somebody's creation or a whole team's creation, it's a work of art. Why limit somebody's artistic vision? Whether it be censorship of fucking characters and their models and their fucking anime titties and shit, or any sort of thing like that, where you have to change dialogue, you have to try to change up Venti's whole getup because it's looked up as feminine or something. I guess you can say, all right, let's remove the fact that he wears tight pants and just give him, well, yeah, just remove his tight pants. The tights in his stockings or whatever the hell it is. I don't know what it's called, but it's like, I don't know. I really feel bad for MiHoYo, because when it comes down to it, it's like find it funny because I would always say MiHoYo is like a Chinese company trying to be Japanese so bad. And the sad part is, if they were a Japanese company, they wouldn't have to deal with so much setbacks. They wouldn't have to listen to people bitch and complain. And they would only listen to people who actually give a fuck about the game. Zuma. Still remember when that used to be low poly, but we all knew that it was thundering and storming and stuff. The shrine all the way from the distance kind of sucks because you can't see anything from Mondstadt and Leeway while we're over here, unless we're like over by this spot, which is probably about not the closest but reasonably distance. You can see all the way from here the Dragon Spine sword, which I still wonder what's up with that. I don't know if they're ever going to do much on that. I mean, I know we had the whole Albedo quest and the whole imposter, but yeah, some of the land just despawns when you move the camera a certain way. Like now you can see it at the corner, the right side of the screen, that floating pillar that I was on, or floating piece of land. Leeway. Genshin definitely has a beautiful world. It really does. Hell, you can even see that little speck of land that everybody would always try to go to. Everybody would try to wonder what's the best way. And then we would ultimately just use Kaya because he's like the kayak. But yeah, I just wanted to at least have some sort of video out just for today. It doesn't necessarily have to be anything. It's like I feel bittersweet. 26 years old, been alive for 26 years, and to me it doesn't really hold any type of meaning other than the fact that, hey, I'm still around, still haven't kicked the bucket, and the bucket certainly hasn't fell over. So I don't know, I still feel lost from time to time. I definitely still have like a creator's block where I don't know what I want to do, but it's like I know what I can do, but doubt is a really fucked up thing. I can definitely say that. When you doubt yourself, or you doubt something, or you question anything, you really start to hinder on a lot. I don't like that aspect. I wish we never really had stuff like that. Or at least it would be easier to just get over it, continue with what we're trying to get finished, have our goals in check. We have a plan, we can execute it and not fail, you know. But ultimately that's the thing that can worry us. Failure. Yeah, anybody can easily just say, well, don't think about it. No, yeah, it's easy to say it, but everything's easier to say, but when you actually put it into when you try to mold it into something, that's the difficult part. I love this game, I really do. Considering I have a lot of gripes with it, a lot of stuff that I wish they would do, but I just ultimately came to the acceptance that they won't. They really won't. No matter how many times I can copy and paste whatever I have in my fixgenshin.txt file, it's just too many voices for them. And my long ass paragraphs of change logs that I would put into the game, it's like, I don't know. Maybe they do listen. Who knows? Who's to say what they do and don't do? As long as they're not having to deal with anything as far as like the CCCP or whatever, China Communist Party, whatever the hell that shit's called. That's the only thing that really holds Genshin back. It's like I always find myself wondering and wishing, damn, if only they were built in Japan and not China, then a lot of things could have been handled way differently. I mean, it could still be a gacha game, but even Japanese gacha games is going to be well polished when it comes down to something like this. Yeah. Or, probably somewhere in Korea. A Korean developer instead of Chinese. Anything other than Chinese from China would have been better. This game is art. I don't know. I really don't. And I know I said I don't know a lot, but I just don't know. I don't even know what this premise of the video was really supposed to be. I just wanted to talk and then have something out there. Something that kills the rut that I'm kind of in. Like, yeah, I might have creator's block, but I can still upload some shit. That's why I have, you know, the whole clips channel and, well, the one that's soon to be more kind of like in-depth, analytical kind of stuff. I just need to really put some crunch time on it, because that's definitely a thing I would say for any newcomers. Hey, if you're getting into this shit, hey, if you set your mind to something, go forward with that. It's like the quote from The Pursuit of Happiness with Will Smith and stuff like that. It's a good ass movie. It's a good ass movie. I've seen it way too many times, but I know it's a good ass movie. Well, this is Ash. I'm 26 years old. It is my birthday today. And I appreciate whoever stopped by the watch or something. I don't know what I was trying to go with that, but yeah. Thanks for stopping by. And thanks for listening. For those that did. Well, even those that didn't listen all the way through. It's cool beans. I can understand. Especially when it comes down to this point where it's just, hey, it's a red tree with the castle in the distance and the village at the base of the castle. Right now, I want to be in that village trying to get up to the castle. Something like that, you know? I think we all want to be in that type of headspace. We want to go up to the top. Now, what our reasonings could be for that may vary. All I know is mine. I just want to entertain people and be entertaining, be creative. Not a content creator, but just a YouTuber. Content creator versus YouTuber. Is there a difference? Yes, there is. I do enjoy this stuff. I do enjoy the streaming. I do like the fact that more people are stopping by the streams too. So thanks for that as well. Just overall thanks. Like, even when it came down to my thanks for subscribing or my 100 subscriber video, it's still good. Yeah, I definitely still thank everybody that did that. You know, y'all didn't really have to. I mean, I understand the main two videos that really made it pop off, but please, if you can, check out the clips channel and the other serious, more analytical channel if it comes down to your fancy. I haven't got anything up for the analytical channel yet, but in due time, that's all I can really say. I can't make any promises considering I'm still going to be busy on outside of the YouTube sphere, but that's with anyone. Hopefully you're all doing good. I feel okay. I'm gonna keep feeling okay. I'm not gonna feel good, not bad. I'll just be okay, because in the end of it, I'm gonna make it through just okay. I say I've babbled long enough. Don't know what the concept of the video is gonna be or what the title is gonna be. It'll be something though. Well, you know, like I always say, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Where you may reside, hopefully you're doing good. Your loved ones are doing good. Hopefully you're enjoying these holiday spirits times. If you're not, I hope you can find something that makes you feel good, makes you feel warm for this cold season. I really do. Just know that even if you feel like nothing's gonna ever get better, all you have to do is keep pushing forward. No matter how many bad times you get, no matter how hard it gets, something just has to work out in the end. As long as you have that willingness, that human will. You already have free will. It's just what you do with it is what matters. And I don't mean that shit in a way of scolding you in the sense of, oh, do this and that. Nah, fuck that. You can do whatever you want as long as it's morally right. Can't just, you know, say that with no context. But you control your life. No one can take that from you. And don't let anyone try to. And don't let them try to control it either. But you have to understand the difference between controlling and just giving you some good, hard advice. You can be successful in life. You can bring greatness. You are great. Just got to bring the greatness. Spread positivity, deny negativity, and be easy. Love you all. Hopefully your Christmas is fine. And until next time, bye-bye.